Here comes Stickybuds, here comes Stickybuds. Here comes Stickybuds, here comes Stickybuds. G'day guys, Stickybuds 420 here, and this is Rift. And I am currently on the Wolfsbane shard, or server, whatever you want to call it. And today, I will be showing you, or giving you a guided tour through my third dimension, which I haven't actually done a video of yet, because at the time I had entered it into a competition, and I didn't want to give myself an unfair advantage over other people who didn't have the ability to record, edit, and upload a video. So that's why I have never done a video of this dimension. It had 202 entries, and it was across US and EU servers. And you will find out as this video progresses how well I went in the competition. So enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think, and tell your friends. Always tell your friends, because everybody knows that sharing is caring, and yeah, help my channel grow, and tell your friends. But such of high places. Anyway, that's my that was just gold when I saw that. Anyway, let's move on. This is this is my dimension. This is Shorewood Island, as you can maybe tell if you're a Dimensioneer. I've blocked this off here, as you can tell. Normally you should be able to go up in here and build in there and whatnot, but I have completely blocked that off because I've done something sweeter, which I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down here backwards, so you can tell, so you can see that I have not built on the island at all. In fact, you could call what I've done Shorewood Island Mark II, maybe. Whoops, see that there's I placed that there. But yeah, this was, I entered into a it's quite rude me standing here with my back to you. But yeah, this was entered into a competition in the end of 2013, early 2014, I think it was. I can't remember exactly, but it was island. It wasn't the other island. It was a Rift Dream Destination Celebrations competition. There was like 202 entries. Yes, and this is my entry. There we go. The Island Beach Party. It's quite a. None of this is here. This is all just water. I placed all this, including these rocks underneath this bridge here. We'll call this thing, I don't know, I think it's called a ladder or something on the, I don't know what it's called. You'll see this sand. I only needed the top bits. It goes right down the bottom into the water there. I don't know if you can see that. This entrance rock is just one big rock with a couple of bits of leaves on there. A little diving board I built for this awesome little pool here. Couple of benches for people to relax on. Beautiful waterfall there, all handcrafted by Stickybuds 420. That is me. We have a green diving board for the kiddies, blue diving board for the bigger kiddies, and a red diving board for the adults. They're just, not scared of heights. A couple of places for the adults to sit there and watch their kids. It's a beautiful pool. We will go in there in a second, but first we will go to this slide over here, and that's how we will get in there. See if we can teleport. Yep, there we go. This is a sign that I've built there's quite a few parts here. I think there's only one type of Christmas lights, the red lights. But the word slide is written twice with 2 different comments of Menhers. I think I'll stay facing this way this time. See if we can. Oh, check out my water slides. Alright, so. Which way will I go? Left or right? Let's not fuss around and go right. There we go. See, the water slide works. It works even if you're mounted. Oh, there we go. And we'll give a quick look underwater. Placed all this here. Place the blue underneath the rocks to give you a kind of a bubbly effect. There is a little arrow over here pointing to a little tunnel which we will get to after we go down the second slide. Oh, and these rocks are placed here so that you could know which way was to get in and out. We'll go back on that slide. Oh, we're going to make it. Oh no. Oh, we made it. Oh, we just made that. Even with the teleport fail. Okay, we went... Did we go... We went right last time, didn't we? Yeah, we go left. I built this little roof on here because people who, you know, like to go on these mounted, and that just stops people from flying off the edge. Tested them so many times just to make sure they work, but we will go through this little tunnel here. I'll zoom in a bit so you can, whoa, almost making it harder for me. It was easy when I could see myself. But yeah, it comes out here in this little okay, now we need to zoom in this little grotto, as they call it, little cave, and you can jump out here and go to the diving board. There you go. See, climb out there, go to the slide over there. Look at that sign. I love that sign. It's a really, I think it's a really cool sign. Of course I do, because I made it. Or you could come up through the grotto and go that way. And then we'll sneak through here and get a sneak glimpse of that sandbar over there. And check out the putt green that I think a lot of people missed. Actually, we will get rid of my name. So you don't need my name there now. You know who I am. Stickybuds, searcher of high places, 420. Yeah. But this was here. It's a little. I know a lot of people missed it. It's a little golf club that I made out of a broomstick and something else. A bit of, I think. Oh, that's why the rock's there, because there's a plank hidden in there to make the putt. But a little golf ball there and a little trophy on top there. So you know what we're playing for. A little hole in the ground here. See that there? We'll have sound effects all throughout this, hopefully. First shot's pretty mean. You have to go over this bridge, and you're probably going to end up in a sand pit. Boom, boom. Sorry. But there's the hole there. The next one is a tricky shot. We need to have a little dot here. There you go. You can pretty much shoot across the desert here and get a hole in one if you're really, really talented. If not, or yeah, make it in 2 shots. I don't know what you want to do there. This one's not much to it. Oh, dots little there, little dot there, dots. Words good English. Very good, Danielson. We shall. That's why he's an Indian saying Danielson. Anyway, shoot right here. Boom, boom, hole in one, magic trick shot. There you go. Boom. Check out the beautiful scenery while you're here too. You know, don't just rush through this golf course like I am right now. Little bench here for you to, well, more of a bed by the looks of it. What the size of that thing? Yeah. Little, you know, this is, you know, all handcrafted. Everything placed here. Like moi. Stickybuds. Searcher of high places. Higher or high. High. Yes. You know, put your little ball here. And we shoot over this hill here. And you get your ball in here somehow. You can probably bounce it off that stump there and get a hole in one if you're really tricky. And I think that completes the mini golf that people miss. I don't know. I don't know if they see it or not, but it's there. Trust me. I just showed you. You have to trust me. And we should go over here, and we shall see. This is the marine aquatic high-tech doobie whacker thing that, you know, it tells you, you know, tide times and moon phases and all that important shit for when you want to, you know, come out here and hang your tails up in wetsuits and sign your life away here, you know. If anything happens to you while you're under my care in this island, it's your own fault, not mine, okay? Don't go suing my ass. Okay, so make sure you sign that before you do anything. Read these rules here, and look, holy dooly, what is that? Is that a jet ski? Yep, that is a jet ski, ladies and gentlemen. I've been told, well, they said when they did the live run through on Trion, it was a Twitch stream where people got to vote on the winners, the top 3 winners and stuff. Oops, we gave something away there. But yeah, this is the first that they've ever seen, so hopefully I've inspired people to start building jet skis. There you have it, out of vases and beds and stools and poles and menhirs and barrels and boats. Yeah, that's a bed on the back there, that red thing there. Another one here. This is a second one I built. I actually built these in another dimension and saved them in toolbox and transported them here. That's 2 boats upside down. Yeah, that's a scale there as a footrest. A little plant thing that I love. I did read up what it was called, but I've forgotten now. It's boggling lamp something. Boggling. There you go. Anyway, there's my 2 jet skis. I'm very, very proud of those because I have never seen them before, and I went, you know what? I'm going to build me some jet skis. You can't have an island beach party without jet skis, huh? Or a boat. Yep, this is a speedboat. As you probably tell, it's the same boat that I used for the jet skis. Just made it bigger and added a lot more stuff. You know, got a lot of controls here. Little knobs and stuff that I've put in there. I think that on and off switch knob is a I can't remember. But yeah, they're just cups with blue, red and green orb thingies in there. Look, there's a little controller. You call it speed controller thingy. Throttle. You know, a couple of planks here and there to try and make that. It was really not easy. You know, bits sticking out the edge, you know, don't want that. It's got to look good. It's got to look like a proper morph. The engine on the back here. Probably didn't show that on the jet skis too. They've got them as well. You will see in one of my other dimensions the flames on the back do look a little bit better than that. They look like they have changed them, or they just respond to gravity now a little differently. I don't know. Don't like being turned on their sides. But there you have it. There's my boat and jet skis. I'm really proud of those two. I'm proud of this entire dimension. And people probably wondering what this big pole on the back is. It's a jet ski pole. Not a jet ski pole, a water skiing pole. So people can water ski. I'm not very good at making people, so I didn't make a water skier on the back and make this boat moving. I kind of wanted to make it more accessible so people actually came right up to it and had a look at the, you know, I put a lot of detail in this. So I want people to look at it, you know. So from here we shall go through here to the bar, to the sand bar. And check this out. It's a cool story about these things. You'll find these on the car parks of most Australian beaches. These coppers logs here, I love them. I just thought that was a nice Australian touch. I don't know if anyone else noticed it. Maybe a lot of Australians did, but yeah, I doubt anybody else did. But there you have it. And I'll just quickly jump across here. And before I go like this, And there you go. Wow, look at that. That is the sandbar. This was a lot of work. A lot of parts. A lot of balls in that bar. Look at that. The word bar. There's a lot of balls there. That took me ages just to get that right. I actually, yeah, they were moved hand by hand. That was, yeah, it's tough. Sand is written in two kinds of menhirs. The blue menhir representing the water, and the yellow menhir obviously representing the sand. The base, what the sand is written on is actually the base of one of these big sand things that go down so deep. Probably flash one of those up on the screen, maybe not. I don't know. See what happens. Well, we'll jump. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Before we go any further, the moving counter there. That's to sort of, I don't know, give the impression that they're waves. You know, because you can see the sand that the bar is on, and there's waves. Yeah, sandbar. I like the fact that they move. They kind of look like waves. Well, I think they do. I love these fish tanks. I think they're fantastic. I've noticed now in the game they do have glass now, so people are going to be making a lot of cool fish tanks now. A lot bigger fish tanks, a lot cooler. Yeah. These waterfalls were awesome. They came in just in time too for this competition. I probably didn't show that over there too. There's a spa over there you can actually sit down in. This door here, this is blue for boys. I'll put a handle on there, which is the same as what's on the jet ski. The little scale. Top of it actually. Attention to detail here is insane. On the left there, it just hooks into the wall. On the right there, there's a little pole just sticking out the wall for it to hook onto. I just, I like that kind of attention to detail, you know what I mean? As we jump over the bar here. Hi, Nico. These are just wine bottles. I've put bar taps on them. Just to give that authentic bar look. Little rays of sunshine on the back there. As we are at the sandbar. Do you like my fish? Check these fish out. They're flickering fish. It's just two menhirs floating in, not unison, but kind of opposite each other to give that flickering effect. It's really cool. This side we've got, well, obviously that's how you get the wine bottles. Different kinds of wines and stuff. And this side you have the party drinks, whether they be slopies or daiquiris, whatever you want them to be. But I can tell you, they are frozen because, attention to detail. Sorry, Nico. Attention to detail here. I put a white pole around the grey pole to give that frosted look. I don't know if anyone actually noticed that, but yeah, that's the kind of attention to detail that I did. And obviously these daiquiris are carrying balls in them, glowing balls. They don't actually come with those in them. I'll put them there. That is the sandbar. And what's a island beach party without a place to party? Whoops. Oh, hang on. I jump ahead of myself. I keep doing it. Stop it, Sticky. We didn't ask Nico for a drink either. We should have asked Nico for a drink. We'll do that. We'll go back. This is the girls' toilet. There you have it. The girls' toilet. Nico, quick, serve drinks. You probably won't because I don't have the thing up, but trust me, he serves drinks. And they land on this mat really well. Nico has poured as a drink, and we can actually drink this. We have to crouch to drink. Oh, look at those stars. And to be honest, all this talking, I'm going to need another drink. Excuse me. But there you have it. Thanks, Nico. Such a champ. And Nico's twin over there. But as I was saying, what's a island beach party without a place to party? You know, we've got places to swim, play golf, and go for jet skis and stuff, and slides. And what are those slides doing? Why do they look transparent and blue? Why does everything look Oh, I'm drunk! Oh dear, hang on a sec. Okay. Are we good now? Are we good? Sweet. Didn't want to ruin that, eh? Because, yeah. Let's just go over here. Check out the scenery. It's beautiful. Look at that. Alright. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here it is. The Island Beach Party. I wasn't in the middle. That's the middle. Here we go. We're in the middle now. There you have it. That is the dance area. You know, you can actually have people swimming in here and floating pontoons or whatever they want to bring. Little bananas or, I don't know, floating things, whatever. And watch people dance the night away. You can even, if you really stand around here and chat to people, or come up here and sit down and watch people dancing. And, oops, I just jumped. There we go. We're doing it. We're going down. And yeah, what I'm standing on right now is actually a coffee table that you have to fish for. It's just a random drop. I bought a few. I think friends donated some, and I probably fished probably 3/4 of them, or no, 2/3 I'd say. Yeah. Like my mirror ball, it's three of those balls just offset and a little spear coming through the middle. It was the only chain I could find, and yeah, I didn't want the ball any lower. It would have looked silly, I think. It just, you know, build a proper hole thing for it, you know, the whole thing that's coming out there. Words just don't come easy to me, do they? Anyway, it's on a thing that's holding it up. But anyway, let's move on. I love this. This is something that just, yeah, I was just really happy that I came up with. Yeah, I was so joyful. No, I was just like, wow, this is a cool idea. When I did this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make notes out of those squirrely things, and oh, it's gonna be sick. And there you have it, the notes. And then I came up with this idea, and it was like, I'm gonna make an equalizer out of the balls. Yeah, it's a lot of balls. There's a lot of balls in this place, as you probably tell. There's even balls inside the speakers. Like, they're just cubes with barrels and all the ends of the barrel and a ball in the middle. That's it. That's all they are. It's pretty simple, yet effective. Look up there. The horns up there, they're like just vases. I just love how simple and effective that sort of stuff is. A little dance podium up here. You just sort of stand up here and zoom out here. We'll do the is he gonna dance? Yes. Ooh, shaking my ass. Shake that ass. Wait a sec, wait for it. I'm a little teapot, short and spout. Watch me wiggle my ass just like this. I'm a little teapot, short and spout. Watch me wiggle my ass. Oh, you're just gonna do it for a while. They're like, just like this. Oh, you just fucked up my song, you asshole. Oh, look at that. There you go. There you have it. Oh, and look at that. A little sneak peek of the DJ booth there. A lot of work went into that. Look at this. Check out this DJ booth. I mean, look at the staircase up to it. That's just, you know, awesome. Long staircase. But no, I went to town on this one. You know, these are bookshelves, and I've just closed them in with planks and stuff to make it look like I built it, and they're all individual books, but they're not. Well, they are. Well, no, it's one, yeah, 2 bookshelves. How cool is that? They can be CDs or records, because we do have a CD player here that I built. The drawers are out because that's just the thing that was the way it is, and I just made the most of it and put CDs in there. They're just 2 poles, a bigger pole and a little pole. Very simple, very effective. Here again. Oh, there's a fan. It's very hot. It's very hot up here, being a DJ with all the lights and stuff and all this stuff, technical stuff going. There's another fan over there. He's got two turntables and a microphone. Where's the microphone? I don't have a microphone. What did I do with the microphone? I don't know. I didn't build one. But yeah, look at this. Check this out. My DJ friend would love this because I even put a little light on there, just like his does. Made out of a little boggling lamp or something. On a pole. Little ice cube there for a stop and start button. Shield for the thing, and I think that's a pole, yeah. That's the base of a pole again. I think it's a black marble pole in the middle. And no, I think that's a telescope or something. I put inside a pole for the needle arm. Where we go? The screen is just 2 rectangular things with a thing inside it, because I can't remember the parts, the items, the dimension items. I'm so sorry. It's been 3 years, no, 4 years, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know how many years. How many years has it been? I think it's about 2.5 years at least. But here we go. We have probably, God, what are we looking at here? Okay, just this circular part. We'll look at the base is one piece, the circular part's another piece. The white lines are part of the circular parts. They're just poles sticking out to give you kind of like volume control. So they're all lots of pieces, lots of poles. These lights at the bottom here, the red, green, white, yellow, orange, and purple. They're the squares are just one piece, upside down. Some item turned upside down, and it came through just like that. I was like, oh, I'm going to put buttons, you know, record, stop, play, and whatever you want to pause and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, whatever. Microphone button. Where's the microphone? I don't know. I didn't build one. There you go. There's a DJ booth. Yeah. Speakers are cool. And we go back here, and this is all the play area where you see the tennis court, you know, grass tennis court. Let's not look at the fact that the grass is, you know, uneven and shit. Let's pretend, let's role play that the line is flat, and just look at, you know, the fact that, you know, I know how to build a proper tennis court with the proper lineage and shit, using a fishing net and a few poles there and a pole there and a pole at the other end, you know. Cool lamps and stuff. I even made this. This is made out of planks and stuff, I would think. Oh wait, I don't know now because there's green one. Can't remember what I made this out of now, but there you go. This is the VIP section up the top. Obviously the green seats are obviously the best seats in the house because you're in the center and you get to see, like, you know, a better view than what you would see over here. There you go. See, a lot of thought went into that. Even put a roof on it, you know. Yeah. So it's a lot of parts. So we'll go through it later on. I'll show you all the parts. Over here we've got, you know, a little couch out of baskets, upside down baskets. Volleyball net here, made out of a few 5 fishing nets and quite a few poles. You know, there's iron fence poles and some planks going across, quite a few planks going across the top there because I had to make them small. A volleyball here. It's we got a totem tennis here. They're just poles sunk into the ground. The end of them, you know, and another wooden pole in the end. Obviously the iron fence pole again, and that chain you saw on the mirror ball, and a yellow ball in the end. You know, type of tennis ball. Here we go. We've got some places to people to, you know, lay down and catch some sun, some Z's in the sun without getting sunburnt. And we got little lights inside the, you know, pokes a little lights inside the mound here. So, some kind of mound. It's a stone mound of salts. And probably haven't noticed this, but this is these are the state of origin colours for rugby league here in Australia. Got the Queensland Maroons and the New South Wales Blues. Maroons have won 10 series in the last 11 years. I think they won 8 in a row, lost 1, and then they've won the last 2, which is game 3 this week, which is going to be great. Hopefully it'll be a whitewash. Anyway, yeah, let's move on. Some fishing dock. We've got little fishing rod holders and some traps and some bait. Little dock here for the ship that brings the supplies in. The ship is pretty standard. I've added the barrels and the fish in the here, and it's sunk far enough so the water pokes through. So the fish are well. I don't think you can see that barrel there, because the fish are actually attached to those barrels over there. There you can see over here. This barrel here, actually attached to that barrel there. So it's like sunk upside down. Anyway, that is the island beach party, and like I said, I was going to show you. Alright guys, I am now in edit mode, so I have to be really careful what I do. But you can probably see stuff highlighting right now, all the different parts that it took to build this place. Just, yeah. Those logs. Should be able to run around. Like even like that there, that floor is all one piece. It's actually it's something upside down. I'll probably go through and tell you, but I won't. You have to play the game and find it out for yourself. But this isn't going to work on site. Oops. So get up nice and close. Can I get up there? Yeah, I can. Of course, I built it so you could. It's actually 2 planks going along either one because they weren't wide enough. So you can see why 2,000 out of 2,000 parts this whole place is. There's even, you know, stuff in the water that I've placed. It's really, there we go. It's really hard to highlight a lot of the stuff. But look, you see that it's not even one pole going across, it's 2 poles. Here you can see all the different parts. Look, all the grass parts. The sand bits were nice and big, thankfully. Boat, like lots of different parts in there. Look, see, there's 2 there. What do you call it? The boardwalks. Boardwalks. We'll call them boardwalks. There we go. All these different parts in here. Oops. Too big of a jump. It's not going to highlight all those different parts, but it's just a general idea, just to show you all the different, how much like work goes into this. This is what we call morphing, where you pretty much make a real life, well, not a real life object, but an object out of a whole heap of different objects. And it looks like I'm having GPU problems. What the hell? Anyway, we'll keep going. All these plants are all added to, like, just this grotto. There's a few different quite a few different parts. There's a lot of parts in here too. Like all these. You know, you probably thought this was all stock standard, but nope. That's actually 3 different separate water jets. Quite a few different parts there. You know. Oh, fell in the water because there wasn't. Look, even all these down there. I love these rocks. These rocks are my favourite rocks. Oops, I probably shouldn't have grabbed it. No, I don't want to grab anything. No. How do I ungrab? How do I ungrab? No. 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 Hang on, guys. Okay, we've got that fixed. No grabbing. No grabbies. Do not grab. See all these little different parts. Even like these little blue and green flower, like leafy flowers. Green leaf and blue flowers. God, I can't English good at all today. I have no idea who I am anymore. I have lost my identity. Why am I talking like this? I have no idea. I don't know what accent to do. So I just make this shit up. And like even look at that. Oh, it was too wide. Too wide. Look at that. I think that was 1, 2. Look at that. Parts are in here. See the red? Like even this was color coded, right? Come back up. Let's go up here. All the different parts in here. It's not gonna show. No, I missed it. Okay, we'll miss that. We'll get back to that. Look at all the different parts here. Oh, the parts in that thing. But as you'll see, look at that. That's one big rock. That's another big rock. So that was just 2 rocks. That was good. And they don't go down very far. I think they don't go much further than what they are now. Or what the level of the ground is now. Shh. Secret. You shouldn't be telling the secrets, man. It's like a magician telling all his, you know, dirty secrets and stuff. You know, all the how you do stuff. Okay. So that lift and this top here is all one piece. Except I added that lamp. That lamp. And I think because I'm kind of pretty anal about, you know, I can't just be floating in the sky like magic. Just stand on the edge here. They built a structure for it as well, for it to go on. That goes into the, and the structure even had to have supports. You know, there's support there. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, the water slides, I made them blue because that's where the water goes, and the green, the sides, was to show, you know, that's okay, you know, that's the okay height. The red was just to signify it's a bit dangerous, you know, so I've got to put a barrier there, and it would, and I had to anyway. It was just to stop people from flying off the edge anyway. But yeah, there's no fall damage in Rift, so I'm just gonna go like this and go, oh, fucking pro, laid on the slide. Anyway, look at all this, these different parts. Look at all the flashing. All the parts in here. Here we go. That's doubled over again. All that. Look, just look at all the parts that were put in just to the, like all of those. Ding 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 ding. There's a lot of those. There's quite a lot of those. They were, I used some of my Stargate and quite a few other things that you'll see eventually. Like all those. I shit you not. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. There you have it. Just to give you a bit of perspective on you know, where 2,000 pieces go. They don't really go a long way when you've got to build stuff. You know, you got to do all the morphing. if you can probably not see that. But yeah, there we go. Two parts in there. There's DJ booth. Yeah, let's jump down there. Let's give it a quick look. Oh wait, is each one of those circles separate, please? They are too. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I'm not sure you can see it all flashing, flickering, glowing, whatever the hell. But yeah. It's made up by a lot of parts. So, there you have it, guys. This is my island beach party dimension that I entered into the Rift Dream Destination Celebrations competition. My god, that is a tongue twister. In late 2013, I think it was, and 2014, it was judged by the Trion people. And no, it wasn't judged by them, it was, well, I think the top 10, they judged the top 10. I think Kiwi from Rift Dream Dimensions and a few other people judged the top 20, and Trion judged the top 10, and the top 3 was left to the public. And I made the top 20, and then I made the top 10. I was pretty stoked at this time, because it was out of 202 people, and I'm like, really? I was pretty happy making the top 20. I was like, hey, you know, cool, I made the top 20, woohoo! And then go ahead and make the top 10. Sure, why not, Sticky? Just do that. Just make the top 10. And then I think it was a week later, got an email from Kiwi from Rift Dream Dimensions saying, hey Sticky, you made the top 3. I'm like, okay. I kind of pinched myself a few times. I was like, yeah, no, this is not real. This is not real. But yeah, I'd made the top 3, and I think it was the next day they were putting it up for public vote. Or was it a week later or something? I can't remember. Anyway, the public voted for the top 3, and I came second. And yeah, I was pretty damn stoked of coming in the top 20. So, yeah, you know, making the top 3, I was like blown away. Then top 2, yeah, coming second is just like, to me, bronze, silver, or gold medal. It's a medal, man. I mean, I didn't get a medal, but I'm looking at it that way, you know. I came second out of 202 people. I mean, that's a pretty big feat for me. I've never been in a competition and been anywhere near that. So I was pretty stoked. Pretty damn stoked. And I just want to thank everyone involved. Special thanks to Nixia, and oh my god, I forgot her name. Anyway, she knows who she is. I hope she does anyway. But both of you were great help during the build of this, and I really appreciate your help. And I want to thank everyone involved, Trion staff, Kiwi from Rift Dream Dimensions, and everyone who participated. It was awesome checking out your dimensions and seeing the great dimensions that I was up against, and you know, amazed that I came second. So thanks guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And that will be the end of that video. Thanks for watching, guys and girls, all the way to the end. You must have liked it, so hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit that big red subscribe button. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video, and enjoy your day.